Dominic Ponniah is the chair and co-founder of national commercial cleaning and FM company Cleanology. From a small family project to a large-scale national business, Cleanology now has a turnover of £25 million and operates in 24 cities across the UK, employing over 1,400 people. Dominic joined TWinFM to explain the story of Cleanology, the benefits of working FM, and his views on the Employment Rights Bill. Please talk us through your background, the story of Cleanology, and your career highlights so far.
My mother started the business kind of back in the day, originally 22 years ago. So only supposed to be working in the business for about 3 months. And then obviously having fun and really enjoying it. And 3 months became 10 years, and 10 years became 20 years. And here I am 22 years later. And it's been a really interesting journey, lots of highs and lows. Obviously you start off with one team member, one client. It's kind of a bit of a home business hobby. It wasn't really supposed to even be a serious business. And now we've grown to 25 million turnover, over 1,000 employees, clients all over the UK, from Scotland down to the South Coast. So yeah, it's been a very interesting journey. One of the kind of big moves that we made was to move from London to Manchester and start working with the clients there. We had a client in London, a law firm, who said, "We really want you to take this work on in Manchester for us." And I said, "Well, I don't know anyone in Manchester. I can't really deliver that for you." And they said, "I'll find a subcontractor and charge us a fee." So we did that, and in the end, that company actually phoned me up one day and said, "I'm going to sell the business. Are you interested in buying it?" So we bought that business. And then we kind of just grew from there, and it kind of went from a small £200,000 business to about 1.5 million in a few years. And then that kind of became the beginning of our national journey. And now we're in 24 cities all over the UK.
Would you recommend FM as a career choice?
I would recommend FM as a career choice. I think it is one of those things that a lot of people fall into by accident. But and you also sort of, especially with cleaning, you get in and you stay in, or you get in and get the hell out. It's kind of how it works, and what I've seen. But I think there's a lot of opportunity for people to come in and really grow and develop. And I think one of the amazing things about FM and cleaning is that you can start off, with actually very little English, doing one of the really sort of low-level jobs, and actually become an ops director within, a few years. And I've seen that happen. I've seen it within our own business, and with others. And so it's a great career for moving up the career ladder. And there's lots of opportunity in that sense. I also think it's quite a recession-proof business. So, economically, it's a very good business. You're always going to need FM. It's not discretionary spend. And most of it is contracted business, contracted revenue, which helps me sleep at night, because tomorrow I know what customers we've got, what money we've got coming in, as opposed to opening a restaurant or a retail store, which is very, very unpredictable.
You are a strong opponent of certain elements of the Employment Rights Bill. What reforms would you like to see to better support FM workers' rights?
The Employment Rights Bill is it's a tricky one. I think there are some elements of that bill which are positive. I think the fire and rehire in particular is pretty tricky, because what P&O and companies like that did in terms of getting rid of people and then re-engage them on worse terms and conditions, obviously is really bad practice, and is, hopefully, I would say that it's probably not that common in our industry, thankfully. I haven't heard of anything like that. But so I think outside FM probably there are more protections that are needed. I think within FM there are probably in some senses sufficient protections. I think you can always increase them, but I think it's one of those things that you have to be very careful where you draw that line, because you need a flexible labour market, and if you put too many constraints on, then people are going to stop hiring, and that's basically what's happened now. So you've got 182,000 less people, in work over the last few months as a result of a number of things. One of them is the Employment Rights Bill, another one is the budget. Because at the end of the day, you want people to take a risk and a chance on people. I mean, we had a manager who I wasn't really sure about, and I thought she wasn't very good, and we were going to let her go. Then we extended her probation, and now 2.5 years on, she's fantastic. But if we had that risk at the beginning, A, I don't think we would have hired her, and secondly, if there was a a much tighter deadline of 3 months or 6 months, we probably would have let it go and not taken on that risk. Whereas actually you do need like some runway to let people have a chance. So I kind of worry really that it's going to make it harder for people to get into work. So although it's fantastic to have more rights, if you haven't got a job, there's no point having the rights in the first place. So I hope that things are watered down and that they are delayed, because I think that businesses and the industry in particular are under a lot of pressure with the Employment Rights Bill and the economy generally. Obviously a lot of customers wanting to cut costs. They've also been hit with the NI and that kind of thing. But I think the Employment Rights Bill, I think for our industry in particular, where people want a lot of flexibility, is going to be a real challenge, because I think the whole point of the bill is to have less challenge. So I'm really not very supportive, to be quite honest, of nearly all of it, because I think most of it really just puts constraints on business, and the more constraints you put on, the less you are going to hire, and you're going to be a lot more careful if you do hire.
Cleanology has gold partnership status with the Hygiene Bank. Can you tell us more about this, and why did you choose to partner with this charity in particular?
Yes, the Hygiene Bank is our charity of choice, and we are a gold partner of the Hygiene Bank, which is really, really exciting for us. And we are one of 3 companies, along with Unilever and Method Cleaning Products, who are gold partners. So there's only 3 of us, which is something we're really proud of. And for me, when I met them, apart from the fact they were just really lovely people, what I really liked is that they are a grassroots charity. Everything that you do for them, goes straight to the people that need it. And they haven't got loads of overheads to cover. They haven't got like a head office cost, so they keep their costs really low. So that if you're donating money, it's going to help people who actually do need it, and it's not getting lost in some massive corporate charity, if that makes sense. And I think what I could see was that as a hygiene related charity, and obviously we were cleaning and hygiene industry, and the fit was like a glove, and it was just a perfect fit. And with our supplier network and other contacts, I felt that we could really influence kind of the industry and the people we work with to get behind and support them. And it's been really lovely to see the support for this charity at our annual event grow every year. And now you've got lots of big companies like Bunzl and Metza Tissue, people like that, supporting them as their official charity. And they unfortunately, it's very sad because the need is growing for hygiene products, and hygiene poverty is getting worse, not better. And so the demand has gone up, but the support has grown every year, and obviously we'll keep going until we manage to tackle hygiene poverty. But again, it's the sort of collaboration piece. I think it's just really nice to be able to bring people with you on that journey, and other people can see that, share that vision. And they're a small organisation, started just before COVID, bit of a startup charity really, and quite an entrepreneurial charity. So for us, it was just such a good fit, both from a kind of what they do point of view to the way they operate. Really similar kind of values and ethos. So yeah, we love working with them.